Thank you so much. Well, it is such a treat to get to be here tonight and open the show for John Hammond. Wonderful person. I got to do a show with him in Portland, Maine like a year and a half ago, and he's just such a wonderful person, but as we know, a great talent as well. And it's just, I'm really looking forward to the show tonight. I'm going to sit out there with all of you and enjoy myself as well, so that's going to be great. Yay! So I'm going to sing a song for you that I wrote for my grandfather. My granddad grew up in Waterloo, Alabama, and he grew up very poor, and his dad was a dirt farmer. And I guess, I don't know, I mean, I guess every farmer is a dirt farmer. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but somebody can explain that to me later, I suppose. But they were very poor, and they were living off of other people's land. And when the TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority, decided to flood the land there, you know, for the whole dam network that's going on down in that part of the world, his little town and where he lived actually got swallowed up. Waterloo is still there, but where my granddad was living. And so they had to move and, you know, find a place in town. And he ended up making his way to the metropolis of Florence. This is all near Muscle Shoals. Any Muscle Shoals fans out there? Did you see the documentary? Yeah, it's awesome. Well, I do a lot of Muscle Shoals stuff. I'm actually recording at Fame in January with Spooner Oldham, the keys player who played with Aretha and, you know, and Wilson Pickett and Neil Young and Bob Dylan and the Rolling Stones. I mean, he's like got a long list. So I'm going to be down there, but that's where my family's from. So my granddad grew up in Alabama, and it was the only place, the only part of the world that actually mattered to him. I mean, he enjoyed doing some travel and such, but he never wanted to leave Alabama. Although he did confess to me once that he would be happy to live in Florida, but Grandma said no. So I guess that was the end of that right there. So he died about 4 years ago, and I wrote a song for him. It took a while to get it. I wrote a murder ballad the first time I tried, and Grandma didn't think that was very funny. So I kept trying. Granddad never tried to kill Grandma, as far as I know. Although I have a friend in Texas who told me that her grandfather did try to kill her grandmother twice, but luckily he failed at both attempts, so everything worked out okay. So I finally wrote the song for my granddad. It's called Alabama. I'm running through your fields, red dirt between my toes, the cotton and the corn, all laid out in rows. Honeysuckle hangs like molasses in the air. The angry summer sun has relaxed his maddening stare. The captain of the fireflies hollers out a battle cry. The lazy troops float aimlessly against a crimson sky. I don't know where I'm going, but I know where I belong. Alabama, you're my only home. Alabama, Alabama, your sweet name just rolls right off my tongue. You are my homeland, you are my history, you are my mother. I am your son. There's a world of places for a boy like me to roam. Saw the lights of New York City, couldn't wait to get back home. Back to the land of kudzu, from Muscle Shoals down to Mobile. Sweet tea, red like gravy, tomatoes in my windowsill. Rocking on the back porch, Alabama, your sweet name just rolls right off my tongue. You are my homeland, you are my history, you are my mother. I am your son.